Today, we're here recognizing 23 of our environmental leadership members for projects that they have done during the past year, projects promoting pollution prevention, community environmental outreach, and we also have one that's representing environmental management systems. So we're here to celebrate today. We have members that are businesses, which are small, medium, and large. We have federal entities that are in this program, municipalities, non-governmental organizations, as well as schools and universities. And total membership is right under 200. And we go out and recruit every year to get members to come on board because they've been doing some outstanding things in the community. And this is a voluntary program. We have to emphasize that these things, these projects that these companies, these entities are doing, they are voluntary. They're not required by the regulations. There's no mandate to get them done. They're just voluntarily doing these things to promote pollution prevention in our state. They're working along with us, and we want to recognize them for their efforts. And that's what this program is all about, recognition for their projects, for the work that they're doing to help Louisiana be a cleaner and better environment.
Can you tell us a little bit about the awards themselves and why they're so important?
They are important because, once again, they're voluntary projects. We've got 23 awards being presented today in the categories of pollution prevention, community environmental outreach, and environmental management systems. Those are our three main categories. And we have large, medium, and small businesses. We have municipalities represented today, non-governmental organizations. We also have some schools and the university here as part of our membership. My name is Linda Hardy, and I'd like to welcome you this afternoon to our 2015 Environmental Leadership Program Award Ceremony. I'd like to, at this time, introduce the Deputy Secretary, Dr. Alexander Apini, who will introduce our presenters. Dr. Apini?
Thank you, Mrs. Hardy. And our first presenter, everybody's well familiar with her, but I think she deserves this. Her leadership philosophy, and I always get excited when I speak about this. She believes that we can have that environmental protection and a vibrant economic development program. Her public service is exemplary. Her business approach is proactive. Her compass for fairness is impeccable. A core principle she always speaks about, keeping the field level, that level playing field, always speaks about it. Customer service, Peggy delivers that with a smile. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our secretary, the Honorable Peggy Hatch. Secretary Hatch, if you... Our next presenter, and I want to put this caveat, I'm listing these ones in alphabetical order. The best for last. Yes, sir, I do. He proudly represents the people of District 52 in the Louisiana House of Representatives. He is fully committed to making District 52 and the great state of Louisiana a better place to live and work for all the residents of our state. He serves as the chairman of the House Natural Resources and Environment Committee that has oversight for the Department of Environmental Quality. He's the chairman, he's a business owner, he is part of the E2 philosophy, environmental protection, yes, economic development, yes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we're honored to call him a friend of the department. Without further ado, the chairman of the House Natural Resources and Environment Committee, the Honorable Gordon E. Dove, Sr. And I would be remiss, every chairman always has a fantastic staff, and we have two of the best from Chairman Dove's committee, and I want them to stand for a brief moment. Ms. Sue King, the Policy Manager Director for House Natural Resources, and Tyler McLeod, Senior Attorney, good friends of DEQ. Let's give them a round of applause. And finally, last but not least, he proudly represents the people of District 33 in the Louisiana Senate. He is committed to making District 33 and this great state a better place to live for all the people of our great state. He serves as the chairman of the Senate Environmental Quality Committee, which has oversight over DEQ. He is what I personally call a change agent. He doesn't wait for things to happen, he makes them happen. So ladies and gentlemen, our friend, the Honorable Senator Mike Walsworth. Let's give him a round of applause. And on that note, there you go. Let the program begin. Mrs. Hardy.
Thank you, Dr. Apini. Today's ceremony will recognize the accomplishment of the ELP membership this past year and also introduce our newest members. But a few housekeeping items first. The restroom facilities are located behind this wall to my left. If you have a parking ticket, we have validation at the back table. If you have your blue parking ticket, if you've not dropped it off, please drop it off at the back table and we'll get it validated for you. Also, let's talk about the ceremony flow. In order to enhance the flow of today's ceremony, I will share a brief summary of the project and then invite the member and any accompanying guests to step forward and have a picture with our presenters. So at this time, I want to also let you know that today's ceremony is being videoed for future broadcasts on cable network, and copies will be made available to our award winners at a later date. So having that said, let us begin with our first award for the afternoon. Harry Hurst Middle School, Wetland Watchers. You may step forward. The Harry Hurst Middle School Wetland Watchers is receiving the ELP Special Recognition Award in Community Environmental Outreach for the Service Learning Project. This school-based team consists of a core group of 250 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students who participate in a variety of service activities to improve their local habitat and community while raising environmental awareness for wetland issues throughout outreach activities. The students lead field trips, host community events, and participate in numerous events, including the St. Charles Alligator Festival, Baton Rouge Earth Day, Audubon Zoo Earth Fest, among others. Congratulations, Harry Hurst Middle School Wetland Watchers. Our next award will be presented to Eagle US2 LLC out of Lake Charles, Louisiana, for the solids removal from indeterminate phase project. Eagle is receiving the Environmental Leadership Award, Large Business Achievement Award in Pollution Prevention for the solids removal from indeterminate phase project. This project began as a pilot study with a goal to treat the emulsion-like sludge mixture of chlorinated organics, water, and dirt or clay material, IP, which is generated in the clarifying system of the waste treatment unit. As a result of their project, 360 pounds of chlorinated organics were recycled. Congratulations to Eagle US2. The next award will be presented to Marathon Petroleum out of Garyville, Louisiana, for the Dock 5 Loading Arm Emergency Release Systems. Marathon Petroleum is receiving the ELP Large Business Achievement Award in Pollution Prevention. The Emergency Release Systems project is a device that's attached to the end of the transfer loading arm and enables the vessel and loading arm to safely break away from one another while at the same time isolating the product that's being transferred and prevents it from spilling. Congratulations, Marathon Petroleum. The next awardee is Rubicon out of Geismar, Louisiana. They are receiving the ELP Large Business Achievement Award in Pollution Prevention for the Aniline Complex Benzene Recycle Project. This project recycled a benzene-containing waste stream by installing piping, process instrumentation, and utilizing a spare vessel already located in the aniline complex. Approximately 530 pounds of benzene have been recycled due to this project. We want to say congratulations to Rubicon and Geismar, Louisiana. They are receiving the ELP Large Business Achievement Award in Pollution Prevention for the Energy Management and Conservation Project. The project focused on reducing the loads on the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems, thereby leading to carbon dioxide reduction of over 9 million pounds. Our next awardee is Valero Refining out of Norco, Louisiana. They're receiving the ELP Large Business Achievement Award in Pollution Prevention for the Waste Minimization Program. The objective was to find alternative disposal options for several refinery waste streams. Approximately 3 million pounds of hazardous waste clarified slurry oil sediment was collected and used in a cement kiln as fuel. Over 3 million pounds of non-contaminated soils were reused by 2 landfills for daily cover. The program minimized the amount of waste shipped off-site by implementing consolidating general trash and oily debris. We want to say congratulations to Valero Refining. Our next awardee is Baker Hughes. Baker Hughes is receiving the Large Business Recognition Award in Pollution Prevention for their pollution prevention program. The goal of this program was to reduce the resource use, including water, energy, and associated greenhouse gas emissions by 10% year on year. Baker Hughes facilities were able to achieve a 41% reduction in waste sent for disposal, 8% reduction in electricity use, and an 18% reduction in natural gas consumption. Congratulations to Baker Hughes. They are receiving the ELP Large Business Honorable Mention Award in Pollution Prevention for the Natchitoches Recycling Center project. By partnering with the City of Natchitoches and Progressive Waste Solutions, Alliance Compressors established a recycling program that provided residents living outside these city limits the opportunity to drop off recyclable materials 7 days a week. We want to say congratulations to Alliance Compressors. They also submitted a second project. They're receiving the Large Business Honorable Mention Award in Pollution Prevention for the Energy Conservation Project. 2 projects regarding energy conservation and efficiency were implemented that reduced carbon footprint. They installed a variable speed frequency drive on the wheel chiller circulation pump and installed airflow meters on the air compressors and air feeds, thereby causing a reduction of 350,000 pounds of carbon dioxide and over 1.6 million kilowatt hours of energy at a cost savings of over $114,000 per year. Congratulations, Alliance Compressors. Our next awardee is Stu Ler out of Lafayette, Louisiana. They are receiving the Large Business Honorable Mention Award in Pollution Prevention for their plastics recycling program. They're an innovative wholesale jeweler manufacturer, and they're promoting environmental sustainability and corporate responsibility. Congratulations to Stu Ler. Our next award winner is ExxonMobil Polyolefins, Plastics, Specialty Compounding, Resins Finishing Plant here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They are receiving the Large Business Recognition Award in Community Environmental Outreach for the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, the Ambassadors Committed to Education, and the EM Community Outreach Team. ExxonMobil volunteers remain committed to partnering with local schools and the community to promote STEM awareness and encourage students to be more environmentally aware. Congratulations, ExxonMobil. The next award will be presented to Marathon Petroleum out of Garyville. They are receiving the Large Business Achievement Award in Environmental Management System for the Gas Detecting Infrared Camera Monitoring Program. Marathon met the challenge to integrate the use of infrared cameras as a leak detection tool in their benzene NESHAP monitoring and leak detection and repair programs. Congratulations to Marathon Petroleum. The next awardee is Nalco Champion out of Garyville, Louisiana. They're receiving the Medium Business Recognition Award in Pollution Prevention for the Condensate Return Project. The goal of this project was to maximize the amount of steam condensate returned to boiler operations. Congratulations, Nalco Champion out of Garyville, Louisiana. The next awardee is the Capital Area Corporate Recycling Council here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. CACREP is receiving the ELP Small Business Achievement Award in Pollution Prevention for their electronic recycling program. CACRC works closely with businesses, agencies, municipalities, and individuals to provide an alternative to sending electronic materials to landfills. They held 27 recycling events across the state in partnership with local communities, businesses, and media sponsors. Congratulations, Capital Area Corporate Recycling Council. The next award will be presented to Marco Ecosystems. They're receiving the ELP Small Business Achievement Award in Community Environmental Outreach for the Isle de Jean Charles Floating Island Project. Martin Ecosystem strategically installed floating islands in the Port-au-Chien in Terrebonne Parish. It's a narrow roadway ridge of land between Bayou Terrebonne and Bayou Port-au-Chien that's gradually disappearing. The primary goal of the project was to protect the existing sections of fragile marsh from further erosions. Congratulations to Martin Ecosystems. Our next award will be presented to Advanced Specialized Carriers in Pineville, Louisiana. They're receiving the Small Business Honorable Mention Award in Pollution Prevention for the Pollution Prevention and Beneficial Reuse Project. They recycle oil and water, soapy water, ink wash water, and used oil. Congratulations to Advanced Specialized Carriers. The next award will be presented to Country Club Auto Repairs and Bentley's Collision. They're receiving the Small Business Honorable Mention Award in Pollution Prevention for their pollution prevention program. The next award is St. Landry Parish Solid Waste Disposal District in Washington, Louisiana. They're receiving the Municipality Achievement Award in Pollution Prevention for the Composting and Wood Waste Diversion Project. St. Landry Parish is home to many large equine facilities that make up a large part of the local economy. They're responsible for 30,000 cubic yards of clean wood waste ground to 75% materials that was delivered to the manufacturing sector, uses boiler fluid, fuel, and also distributed to local residents. We want to say congratulations to St. Landry Parish Solid Waste Disposal District. The next award winner is the Port of New Orleans. They're receiving the Municipality Recognition Award in Pollution Prevention for their stormwater management program. The port initiated a comprehensive stormwater inspection and outreach program, which has resulted in port-wide stormwater compliance audits for over 50 facilities, tenants, and operators. They perform storm drain marking events, training and awareness building in hazardous materials and spill prevention and response, as well as stakeholder outreach and innovative solutions. Congratulations, Port of New Orleans. The next award will be presented to the town of Woodworth in Woodworth, Louisiana. They're receiving the Municipality Honorable Mention Award in Pollution Prevention for the first green school in the central Louisiana area, as well as the first school within Woodworth city limits. The school is energy efficient by using solar panels, and it regulates the temperature and lighting via computers. We want to say congratulations to the town of Woodworth. The next award, St. Landry Parish Solid Waste Disposal District in Washington, Louisiana. This is their second award. They are receiving the Municipality Achievement Award in Community Environmental Outreach for the Upper Elementary Environmental Literacy Program. They worked in partnership with the school board. 5 specific lesson plans were developed for 5th grade school teachers that encourages students to reduce the volume of waste going to landfills, and also to patronize the local school and community through recycling centers. Congratulations again to the St. Landry Parish Solid Waste Disposal District. Our next award will be presented to the Kenilworth Science and Technology Charter School here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They are receiving the School Honorable Mention Award in Pollution Prevention for the Smart Coastal Protection Project. It's a mentoring program at KST that partnered with LSU Department of Civil and Environmental Engineer to work on a small-scale study that would help reduce pollution by finding an alternative to limestone consumption for building coastal protection structures. We want to say again, congratulations to the Kenilworth Science and Technology Charter School. Our last award will be presented to Louisiana State University for the Tigers Club Stormwater Pollution Program. It's the University Recognition Award in Pollution Prevention. In this initiative, the LSU Campus Sustainability Office partnered with the University Lab School to conduct a stormwater pollution prevention activity involved in teaching high school science students about pollution of watersheds and making storm drains around the LSU and lab school campuses marked. Congratulations to the LSU State University. Lastly, we would like to recognize two of our new ELP members that are here with us today. It's the Port of New Orleans that came this year and came on board at the Environmental Leadership Program. We want to welcome them with their membership certificate, Port of New Orleans. Our last certificate presented this afternoon will be for the new member, Town of Woodworth. Congratulations.
Sometimes when you're the chairman of the Senate Environmental Quality, you get a little where you can bump people and say, hey, I need to do this. Let me just tell you, this will be the last time that a really good friend and a friend of not only the environment but natural resources, Gordy Dove is term limited out, and this will be his last one. And he's been a great friend to this state and especially to the coastline. And I want you, if you will, rise and give him a standing ovation for the job that he's done over the last 8 years.
I'd like to recognize a couple of people. First of all, we have members of the ELP Steering Committee to please stand, those that have joined us today. Let's give them a round warm applause. They volunteer their time and effort to work with us in reviewing these projects. We want to say to them, thank you so much again for your kindness. Also, some of the DEQ staff that have worked to make this program a success. Marissa Jimenez, Tamika Prelude, Jean Kelly, Ursula Anderson, and also, I don't see her, she has left, Rashima Green Palms. They worked with me to develop this, to get this program and bring it off to the point where everybody's excited, and we hope to see all of them working again. Thank you. And lastly, to our award winners, you may pick up your boxes here to carry your awards home in. I'd also like to make one announcement, and that is on May the 13th, we will have our annual ELP networking event here at DEQ. So we're asking and urging all of our ELP members to come out and visit with us. We're going to have a great time. We want to talk about the awards and encourage you to continue getting those good projects into us. And we appreciate all the efforts that you've done in the past. And at this time, I'd like to turn everything over to Dr. Apini.
And I'll be 60 seconds. Number one, let's give Mrs. Hardy a round of applause. Absolutely fantastic ELP coordinator. Great job, Linda. And finally, my last 30 seconds. Secretary Hatch always believes there's no I in team. It takes a team, a group of dedicated executives to really help run this agency. And I'll be remiss if I don't, at this point, acknowledge these individuals. First, to my right, I see the Undersecretary of DEQ, Vince Sagnabine. Let's give Vince a round of applause. Next, as any good attorney, always in the background, Herman Robinson, DEQ Executive Counsel. Herman, stand and be recognized. One of our newer members, the Assistant Secretary for the Office of Environmental Compliance, Chance McNeely. Chance, stand and be recognized. Next to Chance is Tegan Treadway, the DEQ Assistant Secretary for the Office of Environmental Services, which is the permitting shop. Let's give Tegan a round of applause. What the public reads is so critical, and we are very honored to have Greg Langley, the DEQ Press Secretary and Press Director. Let's give Greg a round of applause. And ably assistant Greg, I see Emily over here. Emily, please stand. You're part of the communications team. Let's give Emily, who is, by the way, expected in July. And last but not least, she's not here, but Peggy really considers her the glue that keeps DEQ going. I'm referring to none other than her right hand, Marion Burgess. In her absentia, let's give Marion a round of applause. And folks, this officially ends our program. God bless you, and God bless the great state of Louisiana. Thank you.
About 18 years ago, I started a project for my 150 students to be able to take them out and experience wetlands, immerse them into wetlands, and I just wanted them to be able to experience what we have surrounding us instead of having to read about it in books. And it became very popular very fast, and now 18 years later we work with about 16 different schools, and my students serve as the leaders, and they learn from experts and then go out and teach younger kids everything that they learn. So we have spoken to over 1.5 million people since we started the program, and we do all kinds of outreach events where my kids just love going out and teaching others of all ages, not just kids younger. We come to Baton Rouge for the Earth Day Festival that they do each year. We love that event, and just any chance that we get. We do a lot of science nights with all the elementary schools, and it's always the highlight of their years, where the kids can hold baby alligators and teach them about it, or hold a snake and teach them about it, and they're just turned into wonderful educators. It's great for conservation. It's great to bring attention to our wetland issues, but also it helps our kids learn how to be more comfortable sharing what they know, because I tell them you can be the smartest person in the world, but if you don't know how to communicate that intelligence, then it's all useless. So there's really a lot of positive things. I'm very excited about everything that we've done. I'm very excited that we've been involved with this program for 18 years, and we still can be recognized on a level like this by something that y'all are doing here.
Tell us a little bit about that recognition.
Well, we were honored a few years ago. The George Lucas Education Foundation through Edutopia honored us as one of the most innovative science groups in the nation, and they filmed a documentary on us, and Diane Sawyer chose us as one of the most effective student environmental groups in the nation. She did a documentary on us. We've been in this is nothing that was ever planned on. It's just turns out that people listen when kids talk. And, when you put it in their hands, I always tell them I can go lay down under a table somewhere and let them handle the whole thing. When they talk, people of all ages listen to what they have to say. And trusting the students to be able to handle and interpret that information, everybody else, I think has just made the difference, because people everywhere that sees them loves them, and they want to know more about them, and when did this start, or how can I get my student involved, and so when Diane Sawyer sends people down to film us and all this, and they get this recordings back and video back of the way the kids respond, they're just like, who are these kids? What are y'all doing? What are you doing differently there? And really, it's just giving them the trust to be able to do this, because the kids are really, it's really amazing how much they're capable of when we give them the opportunity for it.
As chairman of the Senate Environmental Quality Committee, this is what I do. And the best part of my job, especially on awards day, is when we can award a group of young people like we have here from Destrehan, and that really care about their environment. And I'm going to ask them just to say a couple words about what they did. But it's the future right here. And they can make us as parents to do the right thing. I know my son, my 6-year-old, will from time to time, Dad, you need to put the seatbelt on. Y'all can make us do the right thing. So tell us a little bit about y'all's project.
Well, we go to elementary school science nights, and we teach all the elementary schools about animals, and we say how you can join wetland watchers.
And you are middle school.
Yep.
And you're going down to the elementary school.
Mm-hmm. We went to the one in Destrehan, the one in Mimosa, the one in Luling, and the one in Destrehan. That's in Destrehan.
Cool.
And we just taught them a little about.
So y'all are teaching those that are younger than you about the environment, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, great. And what is it called? Tell them what it is.
Swamp
Life.
Wetland Watchers.
Wetland Watchers.
Yep.
Today I think is an awesome day. And what makes it really special is that today celebrates the call of duty, and especially going beyond the call of duty. Every one of our environmental leadership program recipients are individuals, companies, businesses, large and small, schools. You saw kids in the 5th, 6th, 7th grades, universities, who have all challenged themselves that we will go above the call of duty. We will go above environmental regulations to really take care of our state. Some have invested money into pollution control equipment, down to kids who are picking litter off the streets because they believe in the whole motto that Louisiana is the sportsman's paradise, and we can have great environmental protection and great economic development in harmony.
What would you like people to take away from today?
That not only is DEQ doing its job of trying to promote pollution prevention in the community, we are recognizing people who are doing it on a voluntary basis. It's beyond regulations. They're doing these things above and beyond what's required of the regulations. And that's a great thing for Louisiana, that people are stepping up and doing things to make Louisiana a cleaner and better state.
What is something that the good people of Louisiana can do to pitch in and participate?
We are so excited. And look, we just feel that the bus is absolutely empty. We want to get everybody into the bus. Good corporate citizenship. I mean, that's the hallmark of a great community. And our companies here in Louisiana are demonstrating that on a daily basis. What we want to do is we want to invite them, if they visit our website, click on the Environmental Leadership Program button, they can immediately look at very simple criteria of being part of something special, going beyond the call of duty to make sure that Louisiana is a sportsman's paradise, not only for this generation, but for generations to come.
We have a website on the DEQ homepage. You scroll under programs and find Environmental Leadership Program, and we have a wealth of information there. We have enrollment forms for that people, and it's very easy to enroll in our program. Once you have enrolled in the program, then you're eligible to submit your projects for a recognition that we do on an annual basis. So we encourage the membership, and we encourage people out there, entities out there that are doing pollution prevention projects, that are doing things in the community to promote environmental awareness with our young people. We encourage them to get on out there and join on our membership, and we want to recognize them for their efforts.
Are there parameters or requirements to join?
Basically, just promote projects that are doing pollution prevention on a voluntary basis, because this is a voluntary program. And again, we have a partnership with the DEQ has a partnership with these members. We encourage them to submit projects on an annual basis, and we just ask them to continue to do the good things that they're doing.